Combat Night!
All right, we've got Anthony Diaz in the blue corner, Reginaldo Lopez in the red, and we're off. 3 2-minute rounds of kickboxing action from the heavyweight division.
Yeah, anytime you're the first fight, the first couple fights on here, it's, you know, quiet. You can, it's a benefit, it's a blessing and a curse. You know, your nerves are, you can hear every thought pumping through your brain. You can hear your corner, it's a benefit, but you also too can hear, you know, the instruction of the other guy's corner as well. So if his, you know, just like here, the coach's corner call for a 1-2 body, his opponent knows, okay, this guy's about to throw a 1-2 body. It's only but, you know, 50 people in here as we're just getting things started tonight.
You also got the pressure.
Santa, how dare you? 100 people at least.
You also got the pressure of setting the tone for the night. You're the first show. You're basically telling the viewers at home and the people in the crowd what kind of show they're going to get. Right now we got a very even display from both guys. Reginald dancing a little more, moving his feet, looking to stick and move. Anthony is just shooting him down the pipe, big power on every shot. Anthony calling Reginaldo into the center of the cage. Reginaldo does not want to stand in the middle and bang it out with him. Good use of looping shots by Anthony to keep Reginaldo in the size of one panel. He still managed to get out, but he took 4 or 5 shots to do so.
Especially so far, you can tell that Anthony Diaz seems like the more, you know, is establishing control of the center of the combatagon here.
He's certainly more composed.
Yeah. Where it seems like Reginald, he's just throwing things out of, you know, he's a little bit timid.
He's looking to stay busy.
Yeah, exactly. Just stand tall and just throw basic, you know, simple jab, cross, kick combinations. But he's dancing around a little bit, and especially in this smaller Combat Night cage here, you can't do but so much running. So eventually, as the rounds start to wear on, Anthony Diaz is going to, if he, you know, is working his footing right, he's be able to track him down and just corner him up against the small cage.
I think the Combat Night cage we're using tonight is 18 feet, maybe 18? 18 feet. That really lends itself to pressure fighters and grapplers. Why? Because there's no place to run.
Exactly.
You're going to get these hands. So it kind of forces you to kind of hold your ground, try to control the middle, because if you don't, you're on the fence.
Yeah, exactly. In that first round there, Anthony Diaz, he did a great job of controlling the center, as Reginaldo, he just, you know, was bouncing around the outside. It seemed as a little bit timid, you know, to throw anything, really to step in and engage.
I mean, Reginaldo looks like he might have the speed advantage. You see his movement is a lot quicker on the feet, but he is definitely the smaller man in the cage tonight. So meeting Anthony in the center and going, you know, shot for shot, toe to toe.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Decent timing on the right hand, but Anthony recognized it and slipped to the inside. Reginald's starting to open up. That first round really set the tone. Reginald knows what's coming at him now, and he has to either anticipate or respond in a timely manner. I'd like to see Anthony put together like a lead side hook and then a power kick behind it. You got Reginaldo moving side to side, so both shots will push him into the center so that he can hopefully maximize on both. Reginaldo needs to put that right hand in there, though. He's touching the jab, he's playing long, but he's done nothing to tell Anthony back up.
Exactly. Especially in the kickboxing here, there's only one of two things come, either a kick or a punch. And it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like Anthony is scared of anything that Reginaldo can throw at him thus far.
He is not respecting anything he's done. But Reginaldo hasn't given him a reason to. He's just throwing kind of flick jabs where he's kind of barely touching him and not put any power shots behind him. Anthony's looking a little gassed, though. He's huffing and puffing on these 1-2s. That being said, I clearly have him ahead on the first 2 rounds. Reginaldo would have to finish in the third, and I don't think he's willing to commit that hard, into his shots.
Yeah, exactly. You have to. Sometimes you just have to. You have to just bite down on that mouthpiece and just come at it. This is a fight. You're going to get punched. You can't be scared to get punched. You want to limit as basic limit. I want to hit that guy more than he hits me, but you're going to have to be willing to take a punch sometimes to get in there to close the distance.
Man, the last 20 or so seconds didn't look good for either guy. You saw Reginaldo's hands dropping. You saw his head up, and instead of cutting his angles, he's straight up shuffling in a circle. Anthony's hands started dropping. You saw those shots start getting a little slower. Anthony definitely still looks to be the more spry or the more dangerous of the two. Maybe Reginaldo's playing possum here, looking to come out in the third hard and heavy, but judging by how he's sitting in the corner, I don't think that's the case. Yeah, southpaws, if I remember correctly, are kind of like 1 in 10. And then you got to get them in your gym, so it's even lower than that. If you have 1 or 2 southpaws in your gym that are close to your size, you're very lucky.
Yeah.
Reginaldo's reaching him with the jab. He's just got to commit to that right hand. It will land. Big kick by Anthony Diaz. Reginaldo is making some of those early career mistakes where he's throwing, dropping his hands to his belly, and he's just been lucky enough that Anthony's timing is just off enough to miss him, because those shots coming in were big.
Yeah, Reginaldo's hands have been not as high. If I was his coaches, I'd like to see him.
Yeah, you got to keep those things up. That being said, Reginaldo is undefeated in kickboxing. He is 2-0 here. Anthony making his debut, but the size of the men in this fight, like, even though we're not talking grappling where you're hanging on a guy, the shots that come out of a man, which looks reasonably bigger, like, it just carries more weight.
Yeah, I'd have to give all 3 rounds there to Anthony Diaz.
Without a doubt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have reached a unanimous decision. Your winner out of the blue corner, Anthony Diaz.